Hey fam, it's been a minute. I just wanted to share this with the chosen ones. The statements that I'm about to make are not subjective truths. They are of the logos of agape, or my own version of epigenosko, which means passion for God, like loving intimately with God or the Christ. Uh, uh, Really, I long for the one who will be true and hear me. That one I will treasure. For real. Uh, a big thing right now is narcissism and uh, falseness. And I want to share a skill that I am developing for discernment, spiritually and in the body, or the tent of flesh, built in flesh. Uh, this is the spectrum that I prefer to use. You don't have to, but usually I try to look at it as right and wrong, or positive and negative. I know these are just preconceived notions, but I mean, like everybody uses it, so uh, I try and stay on the faith side of things, as opposed to the zeitgeist side of things, which is to me unfaith or not faith. Um, I stick more to joy as opposed to sorrow or woe. Uh, uh, or whatever people think is normal is seemingly and more so leaning forward toward lies. So I try and be aberrant. Uh, I try and look at the whole spectrum instead of anachronisms or regressions. I like to move forward towards God. Uh, I'm very weary of what's the Holy Spirit saying to me, or if it's the Spirit of the ages speaking to me. And to tell that is like all in your guts, like your intuition, really. Like, do you get butterflies of excitement, or do you get butterflies of fear? You know? Uh, I look at, is somebody gonna be trustworthy, or I look at it like in terms of fidelity or infidelity. Like, can you commit to somebody or something and stay committed to that? Uh, are you gonna be voracious, or are you gonna use veracity? Or are you gonna use perfidiousness? Like, are you gonna be lacking in your notion of error? You know what I mean? Like, don't be erroneous. Don't be errful. Don't don't convict people if you don't know for sure. Uh, to me, that's like judging someone, and we're not the judge. Christ is the judge, and some people say that our my masters, because I can't say ours because I don't know who all believes in Jesus, or I call him Ishu, because I heard that's how you say it in Aramaic, but whatever. Some say that his teachings are ambiguous, and they're too parabolic or somewhat even confusing. But really, I don't think so. I don't even think they contradict anything really, because it's all a universal truth that he was teaching. And once you realize that it's a universal truth and you believe that it's a universal truth, then it like kind of becomes more clear to your perception of what's going on with the narcissist and all this. Like it's like they're jealous of of you and what you could do, and they make you feel good at first, narcissist, but then they slowly but surely make you feel like you're a piece of trash, or you're not worthy of their time. They they are seriously undervaluing good people, and that's not right in any sense. Like killing, hurting, doing things against your brothers and sisters really has nothing to do with love. When you love somebody, you treat them like gold, like not in a materialistic sense, but you do things out of the kindness of your heart because you know they'll do it back to you or for you, and you don't expect it back though. You just do it because you love, and that's very important. And people seem to have forgotten that. People seem to forget, we're all related. We're all humans, and it's making the world a very scary place that they can't remember who they are. It's like they have a massive surge of amnesia, really. But pretty much, I just want to try and get the teachings so everybody could get to the same apex. It's the same apogee in a reasonable yet pretentious way. But that's hard to do without having a conversation. So, like, if it seems like I'm struggling, I sort of am because I'm just talking. But I believe that the Bible is true. This is my opinion that I garnered from reading tons of philosophers, tons of saints, tons of anthropologists, uh, theology, theosophists, uh, occult, occult writings, um, just anything that kind of leads to God is good in my opinion. And to know like both sides of the argument is very good for anybody, because knowing is what's good. Because if you know, then you know the truth. And if you know the truth, you could spot falseness. But if you know falseness, it's hard to see the truth, because all there is people being false to each other right now. And I never ever once thought that was a good thing. Um, Pretty much since I got grace, I've become like a captivated slave to Christ. Like anything that I achieve or do is for His glory, not for my own. I humble myself continuously in hopes that He'll see me and He'll raise me up. Because that's what we should all be hoping for. We all want to go up. And, since I was in this my since my marriage, it didn't really fall apart. She like told me that I started talking about Jesus too much, and I had to go to counseling, and I couldn't talk about Jesus with her anymore. So I just left. And I tried to to get my son and everybody that witnessed it like reported on all the mystical stuff that I was doing for them, because they're skeptical and they're naysayers, and they think they're too logical for reason. But reason is definitely a lot thicker than logic, because without reason there would be no logic, right? It like they don't run hand in hand, one forms the other, I think. So it's like this, like reason forms logic, which forms wisdom. And at the base of all that is really positive potentiality. Now, potentiality is like kind of like what you put into it, you get back type of deal. So if you're putting in positive vibes, then you're going to get back positive vibes. Unless you're dealing with a narcissist or a sociopath or whatever term you want to give them. But to me, that's like giving credence to a I don't know, to anachronism or a zeitgeist. It's like giving credence to the world instead of giving credence to the rightful deserver of it, which is God. Like, we all need to look towards God, and we all need to look away from the world to see God. But once you do that, your life will change, and it will become thoroughly better. There is like so much intrinsic falseness that's been handed down to us throughout the ages that it's hard to look at the truth, because it's hidden in all this falseness. But once you start to realize what the truth is, it starts popping out to you more frequently, and you're able to navigate the falseness easily. It even makes you more versatile in the long run. It like sharpens your pencil by knowing the truth. The world is basically disposed by an obtuse endurance created to keep us people sleeping or enticed by material or materia. The mystery that we all seek is knowing who we are. Where do we come from? How did we get here? How were we made? Like, what was the process? But we should really be wondering, you know, what God is thinking, or how he plans to change everything, or we should just really be thinking about God as much as possible right now. You know what I mean? We have to start focusing on our own souls and how beautiful our souls are. When I look in the mirror, I look in the mirror and I say to myself, this is funny, but oh, hold on.